Guys, welcome back. Kaostv coverage of the TEK9 February Cup. This is the round of 4, I think.
Oh yeah, that sounds about right. So we kind of skipped one, didn't we, with that Ephix on brain damage game?
Yeah, so basically we're going ahead with Ephix against Wryyy. This is against Dornville. They've already bashed and vetoed for maps. This is what they've decided. And Wryyy won the pistol bash and selected Axis. So let's go away with Nidler.
Let's see.
Okay. He's pushing up towards the cafe. He's going to get dropped by Supreme from the hotel. Switch over to Supreme, see what he can do with that pick. He's just going to be watching the back, so we'll leave him to it. We switch over to Bengan. As Fuffin drops Linden, it's going to be the sniper down for Team Ephix. As Bengan is going to smoke out the orphanage after hearing them outside. As Fuzar's going to drop Fuffin, so it's 3v4. Bengan can hear the players outside of that orphanage. As Robin drops Vicor, they've left Bengan to it. They don't know he's in there, but they don't want to risk it because that's smoke. So they just push around towards the splash. Supreme, however, has pushed all the way around through the hobos, so he's right the way around by the B site. But Donk, however, is behind the B bomb, so Supreme goes too far, he's going to get shot in the face. And tag up Robin ever so slightly. 3v3 situation at the moment. Next pick could decide the round, as Fuzar's going to take out Robin. And it's going to leave Bengan a bit exposed, as he does only have that shotgun, and they do know he's in there. As Donk can go down to the nade of Fuzar, and it's all on Bengan, who unfortunately only has that shotgun, so there's not really a lot he can do from that position except host. And he is going to get taken out over the top of that broken wall. First round to Ephix there, and this, as you may know or may not know from your COD history machine, is fairly Axis-sided, so getting the first round on the Allies is a good thing. Fuzar getting 4 kills in that round, sorry, so well done to him.
This is a beautiful map, though. I think this was. I like the Broken City kind of build, so I'm going to be interested to see how this plays out. Just because of the there's going to be a lot of cracks which bullets are going to be flying through from what I can imagine. Still though, let's see what's going on in Rawban's corner. Just holding steady near that church area. Just get a nice bullet into Vyoka to bring him down in graveyard. Making up calls. Hashtag YOLO. 4v4 at the moment. Now did get the frag onto Bang. Nice reply from Donk. Taking down Snail. So it's Linden is the opposing scope for the Ephix side, and he is just holding steady in that house. Not wanting to reveal just too much at the moment. Still though, advantage firmly in Wryy's hands as they progress through this round. Nidler holding steady as well. Very defensive play out from Wryyy, and that is all they need to do at the moment. Supreme considering a push, not really going to commit just yet. They really are desperate, Ephix desperate to bring these back to a level playing field before they continue this push. And Linden is not going to be picking up much as of yet with the scope. Still though, finally looking to be committing towards that B site. Nade going to come out from Linden, trying to pick out one of these players. And it's going to succeed. Donk just catching it, putting it in his pocket. And that brings it back to 3v3, and that's exactly what they were looking for. Nidler's going to get caught out by a nade as well. Great play from Ephix. These nades are absolutely incredible. Rawban looking to get one of his own towards them, and I don't think it's going to succeed as well. Oh, and I'll tell a lie, Linden goes down as well, and there are explosives left, right, and centre in this round. Nice spot from Rawban, doesn't take down Fuzar. Fuzar, bullet in the back, and now it's all on Supreme. Supreme does actually have a chance of this if he plays this right. I don't think it's going to happen, though. He gets heavily tagged. Not going to get fragged as of yet, though, as Fuffin dances around the building with his pistol. Bullets exchange, Supreme tag, not going to go for the plant just yet. Does land a great play onto Fuff and brings it to 1v1. And suddenly it's Mano. The nade from Robin did not succeed.
Axis win.
And the time is just ticking now down. It's going to be Axis to win the round. And that brings it back to level playing field. 1-1. And Rawban leading the way on the frags. Him and Fuzar holding hands really with 4-1.
It was a 6 shot through the gate by him to kill the guy as he goes towards the plant, so well played by Robin there. Let's follow Supreme this round. He's at 3-0 at the moment, so well played by him. He just watches the back, so stick away from him because it's a bit boring. But as you can see, Wryyy have done the smoke up by the bank, which is fairly far up, which allows them to move pretty much up the entire of the mid street. It makes it very hard for Ephix to attack B, which is a pretty good tactic. But you can see that Wryyy are always very aggressive. They sort of attack quite forward in the map. in and around that church. Because Fuffin is going to drop Supreme, so they know that Ephix are going to have trouble watching the back now. As Nades go out towards that orphanage, trying to take down Bengen. But he's going to dodge them.
God, nades just seem to be so brutal on this map.
Yeah, it's a very sort of TEK9 map, but as long as you can dodge them, it's alright. But if we switch over to Bengen, as he's going to have a few players trying to attack him at the moment. He's going to get tagged up around that corner. Going to see them there, but not managed to get one out. Niddler's going to drop vehicle, but get taken up by Linden. As Bengen is going to take out Snail, but Fuzar is going to pick him up in return. 1v2 now, all on Rawban. He's in that middle street, pretty much no man's land. As if he moves to intercept Snail, I imagine he's going to get killed by Linden. Needs to be a bit careful here. As Robin is going to take out Linden. So it's 1v1 now. They're going to go over the top towards Fuzar. Fuzar is going to see it and dodge it though. Be careful though, because...
Oh, so close. Bringing that round to a close. Rawban just skimming past Fuzar's brain. 1v1.
Yeah, Robin has the plant though, so he's going to run up towards Fuzar. Bomb is going to go down. Interesting plant from Fuzar there. He's not gone from a plant that he can see from far away. He's going to stay fairly close to the bomb to defuse that. Sorry, to defend that. And Robin is going to take him out with the unscoped through the door. 6-1 for Robin at the moment, so really dominating on this map. Only player on his team with more than 2 kills. I think the rest of his team need to step up. It seems to be doing them okay at the moment as they take the round 2 and 1. Follow Fuzar this round. He's got 5 and 2 at the moment. Top frag for Ephix. See what he can do.
Let's have a little look at him. Fuzar, where are you? Here he is. He's just going to be making his way once again towards mid. And up some sweaty nade just towards that mid area. Then you assume that is standard. There's no opening frags as of yet. Still though, very early in the round to tell. Once again, he's opting to push through this mid area. Very cautious of Church. He's just going to take his time. Him and Snail now considering this push through mid. In fact, a complete convergence at the moment of his teammates, all worming their way through mid, courtesy of that smoke. That must mean there must be a trench somewhere in the mix. There it is. It's in the hands of Snail. This time with Vioka. Very, very cautious play here. Still though, their eyes do seem pretty set on that B site. Back to Fuzar. Let's see what's going on with him. Finally, Supreme opens up the fire onto Fuff, and that's one man down for Wryyy. And suddenly, Wryyy find themselves on the back foot. Nice play again from Rawban this time, taking down Vioka, and slowly but surely, frags are starting to fall. Donk being very passive at the moment as well with that scope, just looking to support on that B site. Robin's going to go down though to Supreme. Supreme doing really stern work there for the Ephix side. Fuzar and Linden with one each for themselves, and suddenly, is it Beng? I call him Beng. Let's do that.
His nickname's Bengen.
Bengen, beautiful. So Bengen now in a 1v4, not going to succeed as Linden puts a bullet in his bum. And we do see another round coming home for, this time, the Ephix side. So really, I mean, from what I've heard about Wryyy especially, we should be seeing an incredibly close game, because Ephix are a very strong side from what I've seen in the past. Obviously, I've seen the past is about 2 minutes, but nonetheless, I do think they do to be quite a close game.
Yeah, these two teams sort of mix extensively though, so they sort of know each other. They're all friends, so kind of trying to outsmart each other as Fuffin goes down early in the round. He's died every single round. It's obviously not something you want as Niddler goes down as well to Linden. They can switch around to the B site as Robin drops Snail. It's a shotgun down for Team Ephix. Robin always seems to be very aggressive in and around that church, and it seems to be paying off for him. He's going to spot a few players there, but not manage to kill anyone. He just drops back towards this A site. Bengen all alone over at the B site. There are 2 players there coming for him, but he does have that shotgun, so he will have the advantage if they choose to attack him. Not going to see anyone there. Just going to wait around for them. Got plenty of time there, but Ephix still have a lot of area to move in. Fuzar's just going to dodge a few bullets. Looks like they're trying to force the rotate round towards B. Yeah, as Supreme has managed to get all the way across to the cafe. But whether or not it'll pay off for them, we'll have to get to see. As Bengen is going to take out Supreme with a shotgun to the face. Tries to push through to the White House. 40 seconds left on the clock. And Ephix really need to get moving if they want to get towards one of these sites in time. start moving towards this B site, but Wryyy know all about it, and Bengen is waiting for them in the hobo town. You're going to see one of the players pushing towards him. He's going to take out one with a shotgun, but Vio is going to team kill Fuzar and then get taken out by Robin in return. So 3-2. A very easy round, I think, for Wryyy. They're sort of just holding their spots and then forcing us to attack them and then killing them as they do it. So
indeed, it's an interesting playstyle from what I can see so far. It seems that they really are kind of relying on Ephix to come to them as opposed to the other way around. Then again, as I say, that Fuffen lands an incredible shot straight through mid with the MP44, and is just going to retreat now into the safety of that A house. Orban with one as well onto Snell. S dropping like flies at the moment. Yoka looking to change that as he presses towards Church. Orban heavily tagged, going to play the region and does so with style. Still though, Donk looking to catch off Vioka. He did just spot him, not going to reveal his position as of yet with that scope. And now Yoka still playing very passive, finally committing, and there you go. Donk just played the waiting game and punished Vioka for that slope once again. Still exactly how you said before, literally just waiting and watching for the Ephix push, and every time they seem to be getting caught out. Still though, Fuzar lands a nice little pistol play into Robin. 4v2, numbers stacking heavily against Ephix, increased though by Bang with that trench. He's doing a decent job. If we have a quick look at the scoreboard, he is second on the scoreboard. Then again, second on the scoreboard is 6 frags behind the first on the scoreboard. Robin just leading the way, 10 for 3. The man is an utter machine at the moment, and that brings it to 4-2, and just extending their lead that little bit is Wryyy.
Yeah, Ephix great, continually going really slowly, but hasn't worked for them so far. Maybe they need to speed it up a little bit. So they tend to be a very slow, pondering team.
Yeah, that's what you're going for. I do find it interesting that we haven't seen many opening frags. I think that obviously with this setup, this map, it is difficult to get these kind of scope picks. Linden is looking to change that though, just get down onto Bang, and that's exactly what they need, because we do see this kind of massive commitment towards A now, and it's going to be interesting to see how well that works out for them.
Vehicle going to drop them with the nade. That's going to be the top fragger down. All right at the moment. Donk is still in that A houses. Supreme and Snail open up onto Niddler and Fuffen, and it is all on Donk. He is going to absolutely own Vehicle with no scope.
Absolutely fuming.
Axis eliminated. Allies win.
That was funny. I like that.
And
that's something you don't get in these future COD titles. You don't get someone putting about 5-6 bullets towards someone before landing a tag. And so, well, actually, that's a massive lie. You do, but you don't get it in such style of the M1 Garand. Still, let's jump into this round and see what's going on in Supreme's corner. Something a bit different. And he appears to be the most boring player on the game at the moment. So let's jump over to Linden. Linden successfully picking up a frag last time. I don't think Swing is gonna fall for the same trick twice though. Since once again, Ephix kind of orientating themselves around this graveyard. Slow and steady with the race, or maybe not in this case, as Wryyy are setting themselves up ready and waiting. Snail's actually progressing as well towards the graveyard. There's now 4 players, all for the Ephix side, making their way slowly but surely. Snail with that trench is looking to try and clear out Church, and it doesn't seem to be a player in sight. Still no opening frags, and this demonstrates just how patient Wryyy are being. Very patient, every angle covered. I think Fuffen's going to be the first to catch them, and he is, as he takes down Vioka. Nice play from him, looking to get a second as well. Lands the tag, not going to pick up the frag to Supreme, as Supreme runs back to play for that regen, crying in the corner at these dreadful angles. Poor Ephix is kind of struggling to find a way in at the moment, trying to find an entrance which isn't going to lend themselves to a death or a tag. And that's exactly what's happening at the moment. Still though, Niddler holding steady. Fuzar looking to change that though. Donk with a great nade onto Snail. Any sort of aggression just gets punished straight away by the right side. Fuzar staying steady. Finally, Supreme chimes in with one for his team. Quickly put in his place though by Niddler. 4v2. Fuzar knows there's a player on there, but he's going to have to come into the Thompson. Lands the hip fire. Not going to be able to get the frag though. Linden lands the bash, and he is going to get a second. I tell a lie. I thought he'd gone down. Fuffen has gone down as well to Linden, and suddenly what looked like an impossible challenge has been made 1v2. M1 Garand and Scope in hand, looking towards his last attack. Can he pick up the frag? No, he can't, because Niddler is there to pick up the pieces. And what looks so good for Linden, if he'd have just had that little bit extra time once that bomb had gone down. Still, though, a valiant attempt from the top player for Ephix at the moment, 11 for 6. But that's going to bring a round to a close and extend that lead for Wryyy once again.
Win.
Yeah, they seem to be not getting picked off, which I suppose is the key, but given how Ephix are playing, they're playing to pick them off, and they're just not doing it, and that's why
I know. I'm watching the way Wryyy play, and I really cannot see a way in for Ephix at the moment. They seem to be playing. I mean, when they do get a chance, when they do see someone, the frags are coming in. That's not quite necessarily a question of aim. It is more of a question of just trying to find the weak spot, that kind of Achilles heel at the moment in this kind of setup of defense. And I think nades are going to be the way forward for that.
Yeah, well, I mean, the rounds that they have managed to win, the 3 rounds that they've got, have all been based off of nade kills, so I think that's definitely what they need to do, but the question is, are they going to manage to get to it? I mean, they seem to still be very slow, whereas, I mean, the Wryyy players aren't really covering each other, they're more sort of holding their own spots. And I think if Ephix were to rush one of the sites, and they might be, but they still seem to be sitting there doing nothing. I mean, a minute of the round gone now, and nobody's managed to die, but Ephix haven't managed to get anywhere, as Supreme does take out Niddler with a nice shot around the corner. And immediately they're going to start pushing in towards A. As Bengen is going to take out Snail, but Vio is going to drop Donk with the nade. And Supreme at the same time is pushing around towards B, but he is going to get dropped by Fuffin. 3v3 now, but Ephix needs to get onto one of the fights. There's 30 seconds left as Fuffin drops Fuzar. And Robin is going to actually own vehicle as he walks past. All now on Linden, who's round towards the B hobos, but he's got 3 players to find and 20 seconds to do it. I think he is just going to keep his gun. Yeah, he's just going to sit in the corner, keep hold of his gun, give this round to Wryyy. It's going to take it to 6-3. But they really need to change up what they do, I think, Ephix. They need to rush together rather than... I think Supreme is wasting his time really going B. I think he needs to be with the team.
Just kind of join in, yeah. It does make sense, just kind of going for that balls deep approach, and I don't think they've really tried it yet. I think there's been a kind of a rough commitment through that graveyard, but there's always that one player who's kind of leaving them alone. So that gun has exchanged now to Snail, so straight away we do have Snail with the smoke and the M1 Garen, so that's a nice little switch up from the Ephix side. See how that plays out. Rawbun straight away with a great opening frag that's going to cost Ephix straight away. Not necessarily a nade this time, but Fuzar is down and out for the count. Looking to change that though is Fuffin. Fuffin putting more bullets in. There's actually Rawbun to go down to Snail. Snail the man with the plan at the moment. Where is he? As he's actually pushing straight through mid, or considering it anyways, the nades do come flying in towards him. And we lose Vioka to PB. Niddler with the frag onto Supreme brings us 4v2 now. I think Ephix are just going to want to slow this round down, assuming they're not going to wait for their player. They do. Vioka's back. Still, Snail is going to go down. Last man standing is Linden. And this time 4 players once again hunting for his blood, just holding that angle, desperate for a peak. And I don't think it's going to come just yet, as Wryyy will take this round with ease. There we go. It goes down to Niddler, brings that round to a close. 7-3 is your scoreline, and Wryyy are looking like the stronger team at the moment. Though I've just been kicked by PB. Wow, PB is not happy with us.
Having a bit of a tantrum at the moment, I think. Let's follow Robin this round. He's actually taking Ephix to pieces at the moment. 13 and 5. He pushes again into the. He's going to get one onto VO, but now he's going to drop Fuffin with the grenade. And push it to look towards the B site, but not going to see anyone. They're trying to get in there to kill him. It's just going to run away. Took it to a 4v4. Now going a bit aggressive, but not wanting to kill anyone. As Linden does take out Donk with nade. They need to use this advantage they've got now, because again Supreme is in B. He's round right way around to the B site, but Niddler is behind him, and he's just going to shoot him in the back. And Bengen is going to take out Snail, and again get to squander the man advantage that they had. And then Linden's going to get in the back by Bengen, and Fuzar is going to drop Bengen in return. But again, it's a 2v1 for Fuzar to deal with, despite the fact that earlier in the round, Ephix did have the advantage.
Allies eliminated.
I'm going to take it to 8-3 as Robin picks up the kill onto Fuzar. And Ephix really are just doing the same thing over and over again and trying to expect a different result, which really just isn't worth.
And I'm back. I now have some H2O to refresh me. And let's see what's going down in Chinatown. Swag getting that nade. I'm not going to call him Swag. Oh my days, I just called him Swag. Bang, getting that nade out towards mid. And he landed a tag onto Snail. Still though, Snail is in a relatively decent position if he can just get through that smoke right before it clears. Opts not to though, bringing it still to this kind of locked out 5v5 situation. Fuffin retreating back now towards there, looking to line up some sort of nade, I can assume. Or not, tell a lie. Yoka's actually making a move now, finally trying to clear these corners, making the job just a little bit easier. Donk heavily tagged, going to get away though. He kind of does some parkour. Positioning from Donk, they're going to be ready to catch people off. Is it hobos? Am I making this up?
Yes.
Yeah, making us catching off people on
You're
hobo.
learning already.
Exactly, man. This is it. This is why I need to listen. Still though, Supreme making his way. Once again, these tags really, really unlucky play for Ephix. They are trying to, you know, like we were saying, they need to land these nades. They need to try and open a bomb site with nades, and they've just got 2 or 3 nade tags. So they've got the right idea. Things just not coming in their favour as of yet. Again, trying to get Linden into a position to try and get these scope frags. But as we say that, they get 2 frags. Nice work from Snail and Vioka, and this time Donk seeing that frag from that pretty strong position he had with the scope. So finally the push is coming on. Fuffin looking to stop them, as is Donk. Brings it back to 2v3. 3v1 all of a sudden as Linden does get the frag onto Donk. Scope v Ephix coming out on top of that one. And now we do have a 3v2. Fuffin and Rawban. Make it just for Rawban now. Vioka does the dirty work with Fuffin. Tag from Snail, looking to like finish him surely with the demolitions. He landed, tagged him twice, 3rd time lucky for Snail. And Ephix finally picking up the round, bringing it to 8-4. Half time, and a really strong side from Wryyy.
Yeah, I mean, last round in Ephix there, they seemed to go a little bit faster than they have been going all game, and it paid off for them. And they went for the crazy rush, manages to get the frags off, and managed to pick themselves up around. But you know, 8-4 scoreline, you think they should have 2 or 3 rounds earlier, they should have started doing the same thing, but apparently not. So let's go away with Robin this round, see what he can do. Wryyy again, extremely strong on this Allied side as they are Axis side. I mean, this is Wryy's best map by far, so by all means 8-4 is not a bad scoreline to have. Robin is just going to get across the street very easily, going to miss the shot as he rushes around in towards the B-Hobos. He's going to get shot at by a player, but not going to be able to get the pick. He's the only player from who's gone around towards that B side. 2 of them are actually going around towards A, but the rest of them are just sort of sitting around waiting for picks. Robin is going to go down to Fuzar as he picks around towards that bottom spawn house. And let's switch over to Bengen as he's throwing the smoke out towards A. He's going to be pushing in. He is on his own though. And the vehicle is going to do the catch smoke to stop the push. Wryyy extremely slow actually. Yeah, in my experience, is not really how they play. They seem to play a lot slower than this, a lot quicker than this. Sorry. As Don takes out Snail and Linden drops to Punkbuster, that makes it a 4v3 in favour of me. The B side is completely open as Niddler drops Fuzar. Supreme is going to drop but die to the nade from Fuffin, and it's all on vehicle now, who only has that shotgun in hand. He's going to take out Bengen and pick up the nade. Oh, he does have the MP44 as well to back him up, but that's not going to help him as Niddler shoots him in the back. So that takes it to a 9-4 scoreline. Punkbuster really not helping him out this game. Let's go with Supreme round. He's got 9 kills, 9 deaths, but he doesn't seem to be having the best of games.
Yeah, I was going to say, he does seem to know what he's doing. He just sometimes these tags are just not really coming in his favour. Once again, look, such a contrast. We saw these same kind of nades coming out from the Ephix side, and Wryyy straight away landing 2 right into the pockets of the Ephix team. And that's just, it's so hard coming back from that 2-player deficit straight off the bat. And it has enabled Fuffin to push straight through mid with the Garand. And I can't really see this one going to Ephix. Ephix is going to have to really dig deep if they want this round. Viker is positioning himself nicely. Supreme does get a frag, but doesn't stop Donk putting a bullet into Linden once again. Certainly has been coming out on top of these scope brawls between the two of them. Still though, 3v2. Nice play from Donk again. Spots the head of Supreme. And Wryyy is going to be getting that bomb down. Unable to stop them though is Vioka. Vioka. And he does have the trend, does have the MP44, and it's not looking too likely for him at the moment. It's going to get popped in the head by Robin. Nice play, catching him off in that jump. Donk is coming behind as anyway, and that brings it to 10-4, and Wryyy are running away with it now. And I think Ephix, I mean, if this was CoD4, I'd say they needed a timeout. I don't know exactly if that kind of exists, but they needed a next timeout. They need to just kind of take their time and come back kind of as a fresh, because this kind of pace is just not being stopped at the moment by the Ephix side.
Vehicle does have something to say about it as he drops Fuffin, but they need to get a couple of rounds now of it, Ephix, on the trot, and just sort of get back into their stride, because they're really on the back foot at the moment. I think is the way to say it. See what they can do. Again, Wryyy don't seem to have any sort of tactic. They're just sort of pushing away and managing to win the rounds by picking them off. Switch over to Robin, who pushes in towards B. Niddler is going to drop Supreme with the headshot. Linden is going to take out Niddler in return. He does have Robin to his right though, so he needs to be careful not to get shot in the back. But he is going to manage to drop him. Well played by Linden. And now it's all on Donk, who has that sniper. Misses the no-scope to Linden. He needs to try and get round towards his B site, but he is going to get the nade on the head from Snail. Well played by them that round. They managed to get the early kill in the hands of Vehicle, and then strangle the life out of Wryyy from there. So well played by them. They need to be slightly more aggressive, I think. Ephix. They need to sort of not lose the early frags, get themselves a couple of kills, and then sit back rather than just sitting there waiting for them. But well played by Linden in that round as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think Linden has been having a real issue at the moment with just up against Donk. I think Donk has been getting the better of him majority of the time, and that's kind of obviously they've opted for the swap. I think that might be part of it. We've got Linden now with the MP44 and scope in the hands of Snail. Snail has started off as a means to go on, taking down Robin, and is giving them the early advantage. It's something that they really need to. Now they just need to hold these positions. Fuffin is pushing his way through Graveyard up towards Church. But Vioka is ready and waiting, just lying in wait like a panther in the ruins, just lying and ready to catch off any Wryyy player that tries to push. It was actually Beng trying to push this time. Snail's going to get his second frag of the round, and Swag has been caught off. It was Beng getting heavily tagged, and it's going to be finished off by Fuzar. And this is what we need to be seeing from Ephix, more and more of this, as they kind of put themselves into these deep positions. Snail with the third, and Snail, the man who's just picked up the scope, suddenly sat at the top of the scoreboard and picked up 3 that round. And this might just be what they needed to do.
Well, Snail is usually the sniper for Team Ephix. I'm not quite sure why Linden had it in the first round, but didn't seem to pay off with him. But definitely seems to be paying dividends now that they've switched it back. Just have to see whether they can keep up this flow of rounds. Wryyy definitely posturing towards an A right here, as Fuzar's going to drop Robin with the nade. Fuzar's going to get his kill as Fuffin drops Supreme. Fuzar's going to take out Niddler. And Wryyy have smoked the A-bomb and they are pushing in towards it. Fuzar has something to say, but he is holding down that spawn house. There are 2 more players for Wryyy on that site though. It's Fuzar is going to absolutely own Donk. Snail is going to take out Fuzar. Oh my god. He's absolutely destroyed them. I think it was 4 kills that round. And it's exactly what Ephix need right now. Bring it back to 10-7. If they can get the next couple of rounds, I think they can really arm their way back into this. But they are playing pretty aggressive now. Switch over to Supreme, has managed to go all the way into the church, looking to get an early pick as they jump in through those doors. They have seen him go though. You can see the nades are going into that church. Supreme, however, is going to pick up Fuffin. As the replayers again pushing around towards the A side of this map. Bengen is going to drop Supreme Church though. They need to sort of try and use this advantage they've managed to get now as the smoke goes down and towards A, but Snail is going to draw a smoke. swag banked nade through the church window, and Robin is going to drop Fuzar, who did such an excellent job last round. Snell and Lynn now 3v2. Snell is going to miss the shot towards Donk as he put up through that orphanage. Going to miss the second shot as well. Needs to be careful now. Watch out for the rest of the Wryyy teammates, as they are running around towards him to try and pick up this kill. Snell is going to go aggressive, but don't pick up Donk. Not going to pick any kills, but this pistol headshot onto Robin, and Linden just opens up, takes out both of them. Extremely well played by them. And that is the third round on the bounce now for Ephix. Maybe they're listening to my commentary and starting to work out how to play the game.
Certainly is. I'm going to go ahead and take it away with Donk. Now see if he can catch any opening frags on that cross. Looking too likely at the moment. Just catch a glimpse of one. Not going to be able to put a bullet into him though. Oh, looking towards the orphanage. Orphanage? Are we all talking orphanage? Is that sounds? Learning as I go. I was the A house. I'd have called it if I didn't know it better. Still now once again with the scope frag onto Robin. Been doing a sensational job since that scope hit his hands. Let's go ahead and look at him. Oh, is that another frag? It was onto Fuff, and this man is unstoppable at the moment. Just setting himself up, managing to catch off mid, and they push through Graveyard Church. So he is really in a strong position as well. Linden running in as well onto Donk. That's the scope down and out. We're just going to go a little bit of freedom now to the Ephix players. Supreme just holding steady on A site. Linden more passive towards mid, and is going to get punished for it. Going to get taken down for Bang. And now it is 4v2. Nidler and Bang do remain for the right side. It's certainly not over yet, and Supreme is going to catch off Bang if he continues to push at this pace. Still, Trench v MP44, the nade does throw him off, but it is going to happen. Supreme takes him down, and now Nidler, the last man standing for the right side, is just going to fall to a similar fate. And Snail's Kar98. Still very, very strong play from Snail. I know I've said it a little bit too much probably, but it is really impressive to see someone come back and help the team come back. One player assisted by maybe some better nades, bit of luck, as Vioka has been asking for the entirety of this game. And maybe it's come their way now. 10-9, straight back into the game.
Yeah, let's take it away with vehicles. He can do this round as the nades flying towards the A bomb site. Wryyy again looks going towards the A. The Supreme is going to take out Puffin with a nade. The Supreme is going to get his second kill onto Nidler for his third. But he is going to get taken out by Bengen. That's going to leave vehicles to pick up the best, as Fuzar takes out Bengen in return. 4v2 now in favour of Ephix. They are looking to close out this round as well to bring it back to 10-10. Rawban is moving around towards this orphanage. He really doesn't want to go in there. He's not quite sure where the core is with that shotgun, but he's going to go for it anyway. Try and creep through the smoke. He's going to come across Fuzar any second now. He's just waiting around. Ephix just holding their spots, not trying to give anything away here. But Robin does take out Fuzar. That does open up that A site for them. There is only just Vital left on there. 30 seconds left, plenty of time to get this bomb down, but they're just making sure that there's no other people left around. They do manage to spot Vicor as he takes down Donk. And that's just going to leave Rawban to try and close out this round. He had an excellent half last half. Whether he's capable of doing it, I'm not quite so sure. Going to take out one. Managed to get the kill. And he is going to kill Vicor, taken up behind by Linden. So that's going to bring it back to 10-10. So that's 5 rounds on the trot now.
Man, incredible. And to be fair, I see no sign of it stopping. Really interesting to see. Maybe it is a good contrast of sides. However, I do think it's still down to this switch. Still, let's see what's going on in Rawban's corner. Rawban going very aggressive through mid, unfazed by the lack of smoke, as he is going to progress straight through towards Hobo. M1 Garen does get spotted, and Nade's going to come out to try and counter that. As Supreme has already opened up onto Nidler, his partner in crime. Nade's coming out to try and stop Rawban. Nothing going to land just as of yet. He pushes towards mid. There is a player to receive him though. As Supreme takes down Fluff, Rawban heavily tagged as well for his trouble. 5v3, make it 5v2 as Rawban goes down to Fuzar. Great play from the Ephix side once again. Linden is heavily tagged, but he's certainly not going to go down. Donk and Bane Last 2 men standing. Nade coming up from Benga as well, trying to do what Donks failed. And it's not looking too great. As I say that, Snell takes down Benga, holding at a very, very tight angle. And managing to hit that shot is a skill, and he certainly has mastered it as at the moment. Still, though, where is Donk? Donk last man standing, just to catch a glimpse of the player. He's going to get taken down by Snail again. Snail is certainly not playing at a Snail's pace, and brings it to 11-10, and for the first time in a long time, we do see Ephix take the lead.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that Wryyy seems to be able to do about this after being so dominant in the first half. There's not really a lot they can do to get around this Ephix defence. I mean, Snail is actually taking names from B. They can't go near because he'll just put a bullet in their face. And they can't seem to be able to attack A as well because Fuzar does the same thing. But see what they can do with this round. Again, they seem to be trying to this B site. Fuzar is going to take out Robin though. He tries to go in the front door of that spawn house. And again, Wryyy, after getting that whole way, just seems to be waiting around, not doing a lot. As Donk is going to take out, it's going to help them get in towards the B site. He's going to take out Snail as well. Excellent play by him as Rifle takes up Bengen. It's going to make it a 3v3. Make that a 3v2 as Supreme takes out Niddler. Now all two players from the Ephix side, sorry, 3 players from the Ephix side are around this A bomb site. So if Donk gets the plant down here, could be a round winner for them. And they do really pick up this round. See what they can do. Michael's going to throw out the smoke, try and cover his approach towards B. That's going to stop Donk getting the easy pick onto him. Oh, really needs to get this bomb down. They sort of seem to be just waiting around for something to happen. It really is not happening as Fuffin goes down to vehicle, and it's all on Donk now. 17 seconds and 3 players to find, and I would expect this round to go the way of Ephix. There's not much they can do. And Donk does go down. That is match point now for Ephix. 12-10 after being on the wrong side of an 8-4 scoreline. They brought it back. 2 rounds is all Wryyy managed to get from this half. Let's see what Ephix can do about it. They can finish this game. Take it away with Snail as he's so well.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. Let's see what's going down in Chinatown. Very passive play from Ephix. I think that is justified given the current situation of rounds. It's going to be really difficult for them if this does come to a draw after having such an incredible pace at the moment. Wryyy starting as they mean to go on, courtesy of Robin. What are we thinking, James? What are we thinking?
Not so sure. There are players from.
Oh my days,
Wryyy.
Decimating the enemy side. Limp, Supreme and Linden, last 2 men standing. Make it just Linden as Supreme falls as well. This time to Niddler. And Linden is in a spot of bother. Going to get taken down by the nade of Fluff, and no need for bullets here. And that brings it to 12-11. And this, ladies and gentlemen, could not be any more close. 12-11 to scoreline. Ephix ahead, but just by a cat's whisker. You really don't know which way this is going to go.
It's going to be about who gets the first kill in this round, because that's going to be the important one. Looks like again Wryyy are going to go towards this B rush. Robin is again pushing in towards the B hobos. He's right the way through Cafe. He's all the way into the hobos now. And there is nothing that knows about it. They are just going to play the deep B defense though. Sit right the way back. It looks like Fuffin is going to get tagged by Fuzar. Robin takes out Linden on that B site. He's managed to get right the way through into the B bomb. And he is going to take out Snail as well. This could be the game going to overtime as Bengen takes out Rifle and Supreme. But gets hit by Fuzar. And Lillard picks up the kill. That's a good half. Now I'm not quite sure what happens here.
I'm assuming we're seeing an MR3. Okay.
Well, I'm not sure why we couldn't play like that for the entire half, but
I know, the fact that they just brought that out with so much ease as well. Overtime coming out right now. I think we're still in MR12 at the moment. MR3. Yep, there we go. MR3 match mode, beautiful. So we're going to be jumping into this any second now. And predictions, Monsieur, what are we feeling?
I don't know. If I'm honest, I think this is such a close game.
It's unreal. I mean, I'm looking at the teams. If I coming into this and watching how the first half went, I would have called Wryyy would have finished this like about 15 minutes ago. And so seeing the fact that this game has gone on to that 12-12 and now into this overtime, the fact that Ephix had that within them, I think they're going to be really hungry for this now, and I think that's where I'm going to put my money.
Yeah, I mean, Wryyy worked out what they needed to do last round. They were playing very passive on the Axis side, and then very passive on the Alice side, which is not really what you want to do. You can see again, they've pushed right into this church now, gone extremely aggressive. Not going to pay off though, as Vehicle takes out Robin. That's going to leave Bengen alone in church. It's kind of a gamble by Wryyy then, it didn't really pay off. As Ephix again taking it extremely slowly on the Allied side. Not really what worked for them last time. You think they would have learned their lesson. So let's switch over to Bengen, as I expect him to get one if not two frags next couple of seconds. He sees the gun pop round the corner. Nerves of steel.
And he is.
Take out one but get headshotted by Fuzot in return.
And this really is such a contrast into how we've seen people play in the past. 3v2 now, courtesy of Fuffin, who has done some sterling work with the MP44. Spots one round hobos. Actually, I think that might have been his teammate. No, it wasn't. It was Donks going to take him down. It was Supreme. And now Linden, last man standing. Linden has put a hell of a lot of bullets in towards Niddler. Niddler still getting away from it. Not even going to get taken down by the pistol as he puts a bullet into the brain of Linden. And that is not a great start for the Ephix side.
Yeah, but I mean, they need to rely on the fact that they've got a very extremely strong Axis side. But let's go with Niddler. We've not seen a lot from him this game, but he did manage to get 2 kills last round. See what he can do. He's going to push right the way through towards this cafe. Going to toss out a nade over the top. Fuzot's going to drop Donk though early in the round with that nade, but Wryy's going to reply onto Supreme. And that Niddler is getting dropped over the top. But Fuffin is going to drop Vehicle in return. So it's a 3v3 now. Let's see what Ephix can do which round, as Bengen is going to take out Snail with a long range shotgun, but going to get dropped by Fuzot in reply. Seems to be no unreplied frags now from Ephix, so whenever they lose a guy, they manage to get one back, which is exactly what you want. Go over to Fuffin now, see what he can do. Holding tight in that site. Both players from Ephix are in the graveyard. Working around towards the orphanage. I would expect to run into Robin any second now, as he's aiming across there from that B site, from the A site, sorry. He's just going to spot them. Robin is going to jump back and forth, try and pick up a kill here. He's going to get tagged up, but no more than that.
Oh, the pressure is on for Robin right now. He's getting pushed from every direction. He knows it's fair right next to him. He's going to knock on the pistol, and oh, Ephix. In the last flurry of those last seconds do manage to bring that round to a close for them. Brings it to 1 apiece. And
I'm not really sure what Fuffin was doing there. I mean,
it's a good question. It is. Still really no kind of clear sign of where this is going to go. Looking towards Supreme here. And oh, brilliant positioning. Just catches a glimpse of Fuffin and takes him down through mid. Lovely play from him. And that is going to put the round into a whole new pace for the Ephix side. And I'm assuming they're going to try and take advantage of that. Fuzot on his way to graveyard turns around and changes his mind. Supreme has been punished for his troubles though in that middle area, as we are to return to that level playing field of 4v4. Donk making his way down towards hobos. Just keeps ticking down. The attacking side still have plenty of time to play with those. Robin does get a second frag of the round, doing some real nice work with that. I'm gonna say rifle, as every gun seems to look exactly the same in that kill feed. Still, Fuzot with the M on Garen doesn't get the frag. Ben does take down Snail though. Fuzot is the last man standing now for the Ephix side. 3 players, all hungry for his blood, and they haven't got to do much, but he has a mountain to climb if he wants a chance at this round. Still, though, time is certainly on his side. He's got 50 seconds on the clock, and he might just have to want to get a bit of a wiggle on. If he wants to try and get his teeth into this, Ed, he might just want to get an attempt at a bomb site. Slowly but surely, where 3 players are just holding angles for him. Probably the person he's going to meet first is going to be Beng. Could be wrong, I've been wrong in the past, and he's actually making his way all the way towards B. Probably a wise choice, however, there are players just around the corner. It's going to take him down. Donk playing the waiting game and succeeding with it. Wryyy bringing that second round home, ever closer to that winning 4th round. Still though, great half, not bad for either side. Still Wryyy leading the way, 2-1, and we need to remember just how well we saw Ephix perform on that German side.
Not really sure I'm going to be happy with that. I imagine they would have wanted a 3, but...
You'll be right, especially considering how well Ephix did eventually start playing on the Axis side. Going to be well aware of what they're going to be receiving right now. So Wryyy, maybe not necessarily on the back foot, but they do have a lot of work to do. And it's going to be interesting to see where this goes. Take it away.
Okay, let's go away with Bengen, who's the shotgun for Team Wryyy. Oh, he's actually dropped the shotgun. I'm not quite sure who's got it. I think they've actually got one at the moment.
Interesting option.
Yeah, they haven't got one, which is odd, but go away with Bengen. Because they are moving around through middle like they have done pretty much every single round so far. They don't seem to sort of angle towards each site, they sort of go for both at the same time. Putting out nades towards that red brick area, but not managing to pick anyone off. As Puffin is going to drop Fuzar, but Supreme is going to drop Bengen in reply. Bring it right back to a 4v4. Donk is looking for vehicle, but he's not there, as he's over at the B site. But Robin's going to drop Supreme. Vehicle is going to drop Fuffin in reply. And again, they're exchanging frags. Donk goes down. Sorry, Donk takes out Snail, but Snail drops Fuffin. But both Ephix players are over at the B site as the nade's flying towards that A bomb. Niddler could do some real damage here, as Donk only gets tagged up by the nade. Linden tags up Niddler, but Niddler just runs away. And he is going to very cleverly pick up the frag on Linden. That was exceptionally well played. The vehicle is going to pick up the frag from Donk in the meantime. It is 1v1.
Oh, hipfire not paying off just there. Niddler is going to retreat though, and Vioka is not going to be happy with that. That is, once again, he was begging for luck through the entirety of this game, and that's not what he received. Once again with the tag, Niddler, millimeters of health, and he's going to get that bomb down with ease, and Vioka is fists clenched, there we go, and he now is the one that has to get a move on. Niddler has got that full regen, and he's kind of sat there giggling at the bomb site. Vioka now has all the legwork to do.
Does have the shotgun though, which will go to his advantage.
And that is why he's trying to close this gap. He's not taking any chances now, and UM made a very valid point as he is going to close in towards Niddler. Niddler on that bomb site. He's not really doing the ideal thing when he knows there's a trench involved. Vioka taking his time, going to push towards lands attack. Surely going to pick up the frag. Does so, and well played from Vioka. 1v2 closes that with ease, and it's going to get that defuse to bring that second round home. Close that gap that Wryyy was so desperately trying to extend, and we do see 2-2 on the scoreboard.
Really well played by Ephix there. They were not quite sure why it took Donk so long to plant the bomb at A, but it eventually ended up to his detriment. Let's follow Vehicle this round. He did pretty well last round, managing to clutch the 1v1. See what he can do. Actually, he's being really boring. Let's switch someone else. Let's go with Snail. Whatever. A better time trying to get some kills. Linden going to take some damage from the church though, but again, we're actually focusing on the A site at the moment. Managed to get players right down to the orphanage. That's going to be Raw when he goes down to vehicle, and they really need to start getting themselves some kills, but Ephix are not having any of it. As I say that, Bengen drops Supreme with a nice little headshot, and they need to push towards this A site in my opinion, as it's definitely the more laxly defended of the two sites. vehicle to smoke out towards the orphanage to try and push them away from there. That has worked, as Bengen is going to run away. But Wryyy looks like a twisting around towards this B site. There are 4 players there. Snail is going to drop to lane from Niddler, but Linden's going to reply onto Donk, and he's going to get Bengen as well. Looking for his 3rd kill here. Not going to get it though, unfortunately. Buffon is going to get tagged up from that spawn house area, but he is going to be able to take out Linden with a nice little headshot. Exceptionally well played from him. Yeah, Linden is not happy about that. He's going to take out
Nicely
Buffon.
done.
Allies eliminated.
Wow, Ephix, so good at these long-range picks. Something we've been seeing kind of dabbled around in this game, but this overtime has kind of brought the best out of them, and they've been doing some sensational work. I mean, we saw some great stuff from Linden, Fuzar, and Virka that round, and the man who shone so brightly in the actual genuine game, 12-12, is actually sat at the bottom scoreboard with 1 for 5. Snail, what has happened to him? He's got the scope again. He was doing some fine work with it before. And Fuffin has started this round as he means to continue, taking down Supreme. Oh, and Snail landing a tag and the frag onto Fuffin. Foolish peek from him, really. Bring it back to 4v4. And the pace has hit an all-time standstill. I'm flicking through players and nobody seems to be moving other than Bang. Let's have a look what's going on over in his corner. He's kind of opting to try and pick towards that A site, checking every corner, well aware that Ephix could be being cheeky, and it doesn't seem to be happening as of yet though. Wiggling out, just get tagged and spotted by the opposing side. Niddler making his way towards mid. Actually, who is that proning in the middle of the street? It was actually Robin. Robin got the better of Snail. Vico quickly responding though with that demo class, taking down Bang. And it's good to see that we are back to that level playing field. This game could not be any closer, folks. And it's interesting to see who is going to come out on top. Donk dancing around Hobo with this scope in hand. Surely not going to land a no scope. He's been playing with this poor player, someone with an automatic. Who is this? Linden. It was Linden. Jesus Christ. Finally gets the better of him, but almost humiliated by the Donk player. By player, rather. As that pizza comes back to haunt me. 3v2. And Vehicle heavily tagged. Not going to go down as of yet as Linden takes another bullet to Niddler. To close him down. Now it's all on Robin. Robin's surely going to go down to Linden. Does so. GG's in chat, and there you go. What an underdog story, ladies and gentlemen. That is the kind of game I want to see on our VOD. I want you guys to watch back, and we can see just exactly what went wrong for the Wryyy side. What a game.
I don't think it was more what went wrong. It was more like Ephix seemed to work out what exactly was losing them the game and sort of strangle it out. So well played by them. See what we can. Have we got the next game ready yet?
I'm not entirely sure, but we will. Yeah, we will bring this game as soon as possible. I've been Machine, and this has been the Handsome Warlord, and we'll be back as soon as possible. Actually, I say we. Possible I might be being replaced by a just as good-looking player caster called Warhammer. So do stick around, guys, and we'll be bringing you the next game shortly.